viewers at home, you're welcome today to our series. This is a continuation of our series, the Backend Series. The reason we decided to do the Backend Series is because we're looking at businesses globally are struggling. In fact, the likes of Facebook are firing to the tune of 11,000 personnel. That's massive, And looking at these things back home, we play in this space and we see businesses struggling. The prices of things are skyrocketing. Salaries are not increasing. In fact, some persons who even previously had jobs are being relieved of their jobs because the business owners are looking for ways to stabilize. So we decided to look at what is it that's actually happening behind some businesses that are still standing. That's why we decided to look at their back end. Today we have on set with us Mrs Isimeme Whyte. Madam, you're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here. Really an honor to be here.
Please introduce yourself to our audience.
Okay, Isimeme Whyte. I call myself a social entrepreneur. I'm passionate about human capital development and how we can turn talent, skills into income generating activity for organization, for individual, in our ecosystem, in our communities, in our country at large. I'm very passionate about development of young people, development of women, ensuring that they're fully empowered with all the necessary tools that can make them fully empowered.
Thank you so much. Yeah, you operate optimally in the business development, the enterprise space in Edo State. What's your overall opinion of how things are going within this ecosystem?
Yeah, within this ecosystem, a lot of things are going on globally, and I'm trying to bring it down to our local space here in Nigeria. And first is that I observe that a lot of systems are not in place in so many organizations. For businesses, businesses are not formally formalized. Many individuals have gone into business as alternative of getting employed, and without properly being trained, and that has really affected their ways of doing things. So when we talk about ensuring that we have system in place, it goes beyond just having your business registered with CAC. It goes beyond just saying, okay, you need to have all the policy in place. Well, putting policy in place is fine, but ensuring application of the policy is the most important aspect of running a successful business. Again, with the digital spaces also has really come to also help us to grow in that light. Again, businesses are striving seriously because a lot of business owners do not even have what I would call product knowledge of their business. They just probably saw somebody who is doing well in this area, and the first thing that comes to their mind is like, oh, I need to go into this business, without doing their research, without even doing their mapping, understanding the ecosystem, the business, having the proper knowledge of that business. Then the next thing you see is that people just want to start without doing the necessary research and getting the necessary capacity for them to run that business. So it has also affected so many businesses. When you look around, you see a building, a clean building, beautiful, renovated. Another 1 year, you don't even see them anymore. First is that businesses are not run based on what you see. Businesses are not just run based on what, oh, my sister is doing well in this area, my friends are doing well in this area. The next thing, I need to not go into that business. It doesn't work that way. You need to first calm down. And this is what we do at our place at Genius Hub. The first thing we do is that we make you go through our life skills, which are skills to help you navigate through life, which are skills to help you have clarity of purpose. And the last thing it does is that it helps you make an informed decision. So what this means is that you are not doing things based on what people are doing. You are doing things based on you have done your necessary needs assessment about yourself, about your capacity, about what you have energy for, what you have passion for, and it's not just based on what A is doing. And it's also the reason why you see some people are extremely focused. They've been consistent, and that is why they are successful, because they have clarity of what they want and they focus on it and build on it. While others they just pick up a business without necessarily understanding themselves. They don't even know who they are. They don't even know their strengths. They don't even know what they really want. They jump into it because A is doing well, B is doing well, without necessarily finding out what is the success, what are their failures, why did they get there. I like what you said. So you'll be doing this series looking at the back end, which is really, really fundamental for us. The back end is now exposing all of everyone's strengths, everyone's weaknesses, to now see, okay, these people are doing well, they've been consistent of what they put in place. So for me, it is very important to consider putting basic skills in place. Like I said, life skills. That is one tools that have helped us as Genius Hub, and that has also helped our beneficiaries in the country. So it is very, very important to put those tools into consideration before thinking of starting any business.
Thank you so much. I think if I pick you very well, what we see is that we have a lot of category of people I call necessity entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
Meaning, if they have what it takes, if they have their options right, they would have really preferred to take a job and work somewhere.
Exactly.
But because those options are not there, so the best thing they could do is to start a business.
Fine. We also have the issue of where we have motivational speakers these days, where they will say,
challenge you, make it happen.
Start your business and sack your boss. We have all those kind of languages, and those doesn't work. We are people who are not business owners, but that they earn well and are fulfilled. Which is why I was saying that you need to know who you are. You need to know what you have capacity for. In fact, I have a friend, when she was running her own business, she come there sometimes 12 p.m. She come in anytime she wants to, because she feel this is her business. But guess what? The moment the business failed and she pick up a job, she gets to work 7:30 every day, and she's one of the best staff. So this is really, really realistic for everyone. You don't do things because others are doing it. You need to take time to check what will work for you, and this is very, very key for everyone listening. You don't jump into a business. You don't jump into an activity because you feel, oh, this is where everybody's looking at now. Do you have the necessary capacity? Have you done your research? What capacity do you really have? What have you been exposed to? So all of these are very key for individual to say, okay, I want to run a business. I want to work for someone. And even if you want to work for someone, you have all the employability skills to qualify you to be in that workspace.
Okay. You normally sometimes when you introduce yourself, you say, my name is Isimeme Whyte. I work for Genius Hub. I want to take that as a cue in comparison to what you just explained about someone who was running his own business, but will come to work by 12 noon. But when she picked up a job working for somebody else, she was coming to the office. So that tells us that there is a wrong perception that we have about running your business. Because there's this notion that we have that when I run my business, it means I can do what I like. You know, in a conversation I had with somebody some other time, we came to a conclusion that entrepreneurship is pulling out from a 9 to 5 to work 24 hours.
Yeah.
Because I'm an entrepreneur. I know that anytime my laptop is on, anytime my phone is in my hand, I'm practically working.
Yeah.
You know, so you don't think because you're not working for yourself, you can do what you like.
Exactly.
Yes, you can do what you like, but what you like should be putting in the hard work, doing beyond what you will even do if you were working for somebody. I also have this perspective, irrespective of who you work for, you're practically working for yourself.
Exactly. Regardless,
of who is signing your paycheck. Because the truth of the matter is, I've had the privilege of working in the bank and working in private places and all of that. One thing goes, when you stop working, the expertise, the trainings,
Will
the
leave you.
knowledge
Yeah.
live with you.
Yeah.
So you could imagine if, because you're working in civil service, you go to work 10, you close by 2, and you say, hey, it's not my business,
It's not my
it's
business.
government,
Yeah.
it's good. But the thing is, you are training yourself.
Yeah.
Your system is adjusting.
Adjusting.
So when you start to work for yourself, you may have borrowed 10 million to start the business. You will also come. In fact, now that nobody controls you, you will now come to it.
And it's also
possibly close one.
Yeah.
And be thinking and praying that the business will work. But the truth is,
in fact, Mr. Sai, you've overheard when entrepreneurs complain about, oh, the reason why they're not succeeding, the reason why they're not successful is lack of funding. And when I hear that, it really gets me I really get upset, because I remember at the time in this country, You Win giving a project called You Win. Entrepreneurs were giving 10 million. We have so many of our friends, colleagues who got that money. The question is, where are they, and what has that 10 million done to their life? So the truth is, it's beyond money. Capacity building is key, and the mindset about being consistent, be dedicated, be committed is very important. Another thing I always say is that how do you know if you are called for business, or how do you know if you are called to work for someone? And this is what I always say: personality tests will help, because that will also tell you whether you're going to be a good manager. Because as an entrepreneur, you practically will be everything at some time before you start putting system in place, before you start having to recruit 1 or 2 persons to support you. But again, you just need to know what you want as an individual. This is very important. I tell people, take time, develop yourself, write out your mission, personal mission statement. What exactly do you want to be remembered for? Who are you? Who am I? In another 20 years' time, what will I want to be remembered for? How do I want to be described as? So all of these are very important in developing ourselves, in identifying area of interest, whether we want to work with someone, whether we want to do our business, whatever decision you want to take. Just know that being an entrepreneur is tough.
Yeah, it is.
It's very tough. So we need to stress this.
That's a message that needs to go
It's very tough.
It is tough not to discourage you.
Yeah.
It's tough to let you know that you need to do the work.
Yeah.
Because the reason why we actually came up with this name, the Backend Series, because I saw all over the paper recently, Otedola paid about 2 point something billion to rent a yacht.
Yeah.
And they're going to sail into the sea for some
number of days. Yeah. That was trending, and
and I told myself, this is the front end that we are seeing.
Yeah, nobody's seeing the back end.
There is a processing.
Yeah.
There is a mindset.
Yeah.
There is a work ethic.
Yeah.
There is a disposition to the way that man works, that every business he puts his hands tends to turn up well. So I said, what if we have a series where we are able to interview people and let them talk about what is it that is sustaining them? Because the truth is, the challenges we're talking about now is facing everybody. It's facing everybody. So in a few words, what will you say is your most dominating success factor?
Okay, I think the first thing we did, and we were intentional, is putting a system in place. We're very intentional, getting experts, industry experts to support us in this, and we were able to put our system in place. And the second thing we have also done is accountability to our clients. This is very important to us. It's beyond the profit, and we look at the impact. And like we always do here at Genius of, we always pray that our impact should be more than our profit. So we are very concerned about the accountability of our clients, about giving them the best and communicating to ensure that they are satisfied. So we don't say, okay, because we have gotten this job, we already have a cordial relationship with these clients, and you have the opportunity of getting bigger jobs, you now start looking down on that client. For us, every client is premium. Every client is important, and we ensure we build a fantastic relationship with all of them. This is what we have done over the years, and and we will keep doing that. And we're also using this medium to say thank you to all our clients, all those who have supported us, all our partners, all those who have believed in us all this year. So we are grateful, we are honored, and just to let them know that we did not take that trust for us for granted at all. So again, for entrepreneur, you need to always consider this, and this is another consider all of this I've listed out. You also need to remember that introducing yourself, networking, meeting people has also helped us too. But you don't make yourself look big when you know you're not big.
Yeah.
You know, you said something about me always introducing myself as, my name is Isimeme Whyte. I work for Genius Hub. That is the truth. I actually work for Genius Hub. I don't have any name I call myself. So when I see entrepreneurs that have not even grown and developed themselves, they call themselves names that made them lose. I don't want to say lose opportunities. Let me even be blunt here. Names that made them lose opportunity. Someone who is just starting, you don't even have years of experience, and you call yourself CEO. And I'm wondering, you're meeting other CEOs, and it's very easy to just rate you. No, in fact, they might have collected your phone number. They may not want to keep in touch with you because you already said this is who you are, and there's some level of respect. I'm not saying it's not good to have aspiration. Aspirations, are very key in part of one's development. But please calm down. Just calm down and remain focused. Name will always be cool. You will always get a name. In fact, you don't even need to go for the name. Naturally, people will call you the name you truly deserve. For me, humility, be humble, be extremely humble. Treat everybody nicely, whether they are interns, whether they are volunteers, whether they are your colleagues. Like, I don't use the word staff for my team. I use colleague all the time. For those who know me very well, it's very, very rare to hear me use words. I use it at my colleagues, and we're all working together as a team. And there's room for communication, whether you are young, whether you are old. There's room for communication and evaluation. Our MIE system is also very fantastic. We have a MIE department, monitoring and evaluation, to also check what is working and what is not working. And every year we have retreats. We have retreats where we look at what has worked for that year, what are the areas where we need to really work on. So these are practice. We have these are activities that have been on for years for us, and this is what has helped us. We're not there yet, but these are some of the activities that we have been engaged in that has helped us this far. So we are grateful to Almighty God for the opportunity to be where we are today, and we have open with His grace and His mercy to take us to the next level.
Awesome. I have a few things I want to pick to expatiate on. You wrapped up by saying His grace and mercy. And this is Nigeria. We are Africans. We are very spiritual. Let me not use, to be spiritual is awesome, but
Yeah.
we are very religious.
Yeah.
You know, by religiosity, in my own definition, I mean sometimes we want to push to God responsibilities that we should handle. You know, when you wrap up the word by His grace and mercy, somebody thinks, oh, His grace and mercy is all I need. But I realize that even in the Bible, Apostle Paul emphasizes a lot about grace and mercy, but he said, when it comes to hard work, I put in the work much more than you. So if there's anything I also pick from what you've said, is the fact that you treat your staff as colleagues.
Yeah.
You are the second person sharing this. The last person, somebody I interviewed prior to this time, used the word. He said, staff may be working with you and looking for a job somewhere else, but your team members see themselves as a part of a family.
Yeah.
So for us entrepreneurs, I think that's one lesson we must take away. Businesses that are thriving in challenging times, everybody's looking for a family.
Yeah.
Everybody's looking for a family. For us at the Treskaro Group, part of our core value is that family. In fact, we name it like that family. We tell ourselves that our staff are our immediate family.
Yeah.
Our customers are our extended family.
Yeah.
And if I pick something away from what you said again, is the fact that you must treat your customers with value.
Yes, very high value. You
because
must.
the truth is, the only reason you are in business is because you have people that are patronizing you. So when the people patronizing you stop coming, who are the customers? you have been fired. I used to tell people that the only people that have the right to fire the MD are the customers. MD could fire everybody, but the customers could fire the MD. So in wrapping this up, my message to us, which I'm picking from this conversation, is that we must treat our staff as family members. Let them find that resting place in coming to work for us. Let them see themselves as a part of a team that is going somewhere. That's for you as the founder or the MD or whatever you may choose to call yourself. You must craft that vision in a way that is compelling, and the people see themselves to be a part of something bigger than where they are now. So with that, you have people that are consistently committed to helping you deliver the value you have promised to your customer. Then secondly, you must treat your customers as the core VIPs, because they are the real reasons why you are in business. So I think that answers the question I would have asked. Because in answering this question, I was going to ask again, what are the tips you would like to give to entrepreneurs? But I think you already answered that. If there are one or two you may just want to add, we'll
I would just say, you were talking about spirituality and all that. I'm a Christian and I'm a very proud one. And God's investment in our lives, He has given us love, He has given us mercy, He has given us grace. And that is a huge investment. It means that you can be whoever you want to become. All you just need to do is to be dedicated, be committed, be consistent.
Dedicated,
consistent. Yeah. So these are very powerful attributes you must have. Then for every entrepreneur, this is what I would say: keep dreaming. Don't limit your imagination. Let your imagination drive your passion. So some people will say, oh, is it possible? I know fit, I cannot do this. And this is what I will say to you: never underrate your aspiration. No matter how big it is, just imagine your imagination and push it. Your imagination should get bigger. Your passion should get stronger. So don't get discouraged. Then your circle of influence, what are the people in your life?
Awesome.
So the people in your life matters too. The people you listen to matters. So if you listen to people who are in your circle of influence, who are doing better than you are, there's a tendency of you getting to do as much as they are, or even do better than they are. So you have to be very intentional about who you listen to, who you follow on various social media platforms and all that. So these are very important for us. Then books. Don't stop reading. Attend programs. Don't be too busy to attend programs. Attend workshop, training program, network, have conversation, be involved. Don't say, okay, I'm not a talking type. From research, most of the powerful ideas that have come out actually came out from intelligent conversation. So you need to get involved in activities that will bring out the best in you. And if you are in a circle of influence, if you are in a cycle where people don't believe in you, you don't have any business being around those kind of people.
Yeah.
It is very key. So you need to look at who are the people in your life. Are they there to bring you down, or are they there to pull you up? And if you are people who are always bringing you down, you just need to change location, change environment, change them completely, and identify with those who believe in you. So that is very key. And putting all of this together, I can guarantee you within a short time. And the last one is, being an entrepreneur is not making money as an entrepreneur is not an automatic activity. So we need to remember that part. Everybody feel that becoming an entrepreneur within a short time, the money starts to come. So it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work in 1 year. It doesn't work. Maybe 2 years plus, you can start seeing the evidences and all that. So it is very important we have this at the back of our mind. You start a business, remember to put all the system in place, the structure, so that you can be accountable for yourself and your business can be accountable too. So that at the end of the day, your customer can always trust you.
Wow. Somebody said, who you follow determines what follows you.
Yeah.
And I will wrap this up by saying that if you are the smartest in any room, change that room. So you need to be in the midst of people who know better than you.
Yeah,
so
sure.
You keep getting that challenge and all of that. So thank you. Thank you, first of all, for joining us. I'm sure our viewers have learned a lot. This is worth more than an MBA, but of course, you're getting it for free. Well, our viewers that would like to follow you on social media.
Okay. It's at Isimeme Whyte for all my social media platforms, LinkedIn, to Facebook, to Instagram. And then if you want to follow us at Genius Hub, at Genius Hub Global.
Okay. Those social media and those will be scrolling on the screen. So you just follow Madam Isimeme Whyte. She is one of the greatest resource person in Benin City, Edo State. And for us, we are proud to be having this conversation with her. For those of you watching, I'm sure you have gleaned a lot of value from this. We didn't just do this to just talk because we want to talk. We're doing this because we know that you need it. Your business needs to survive, sustain, and scale so you can hire more. And when we hire more, we collectively reduce crime rate, employment rate, and we have a better society. That's actually what drives what we do. Money only have to follow this drive. So when you have a focus on making the environment of people, the nation you live in better, money ultimately follow you. But when you follow money all the days of your life, I assure you, sometimes you don't get it. So let's do this again some other time. Thank you for watching. If you are yet to subscribe to this YouTube channel, please go ahead and subscribe. Shalom.
Bye.